Hello, this video we will review the worksheets for approved charters and contractors. If you are going to be providing that information for the travel tracker, you have the attachments for them in the task with the vehicles. So if you are wanting to use the approved charters or the contractors in your travel tracker, these are the worksheets you will fill out. They're very easy to fill out. We collect about 5 columns worth of information, and that you can fill these in. So as you can see, this is an example of the approved charter worksheet. You can add in the company's name, provide a contact email address, a phone number, a contact name, and the physical address of the company if you like. The only thing that we have to have, of course, would be the company's name. That will show up in the request form and a drop down, so they'll be able to see that name. And if you have the rest of the information filled in, when the requester picks that information, that will show up on the request form too for the requester. The contractor is a little bit similar, a little bit different in the way that it shows up. We collect the same information if you use contractors: the company name, an email address, phone number, a name, and a physical address. The difference in the contractor is that with the contractor, the system can send an email to the contractor requesting a quote to drive for that particular trip. So that is where you would want to keep the contact email with the contractor's name, so that the system can generate that email to the contractor. So let's just quickly look at how those both look in the request form, and then you'll be able to fill these out. So here's an example of the request form with the approved charter selected as the type of vehicle needed to reserve, and then notice there's the drop down with the charter company, and then the contact information is provided. So your requesters would be able to come in and select the charter company that is going to be providing the travel, and then you would be able to see that information. Now let's take a look at the contractor. So if we were using a contractor and getting a quote from them. Okay, so here is an example of a trip request that is going to be using a contractor, and so you notice here that the contractor type of vehicle is indicated, and then the requester or transportation could request a quote from the different contractors to see which one is going to be going on this particular trip. So there's a button to request for quote, and then that will bring up a way for you to send the quote request. And so any contractors you have listed in the worksheet will be listed here under your choices, and so you could select all of them, and it will send it to whoever you have as in the email address, or you could just indicate a certain 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it might be. So providing an email address will allow you to send an email requesting a quote from those particular companies. Then once you have sent your quote and received the information back from the company, then you know which contractor is going to be going on this trip. Then you do have the drop down to select the company that won the quote, and it will bring up your contact information that you have in the table. So that's how the contractors are used. So if you are going to be utilizing contractors and or approved charters, use these 2 worksheets to provide those company names and contact information in order to let us get those tables set up for you. Thanks.